This is the NSCAA TV September 22nd presentation of the 2014 Women's College Soccer Review, and it comes to you right now and right here on NSCAA TV. And we are in Storrs, Connecticut, Joe Moroni Stadium, a long history here under 34-year head coach Lenny Santeris. UConn, home to the Huskies, who today welcome in perennial power Mark Krikorian and the Florida State Seminoles right here on NSCAA TV. Hello, everybody. I'm Dean Linke. Delighted to be the voice of NSCAA and delighted to be coming to you from Storrs, Connecticut, where we indeed have a big show on tap as we cover all things women's college soccer. Let's show you what's coming up right around the corner. We will actually have a visit from the head coach of Florida State, Mark Krikorian. We'll also get updates on all things college soccer from our analyst, Sari Rose, and we'll break down the 1, 2, and 3 news and notes, of course, on the women's side right here. And speaking of Sari Rose, my longtime broadcast partner, she is here, goalkeeper at Wake Forest. Exciting start to the season, Division I style, Sari.
Yes, you've got to love the top 10 right now. There's a number of ACC teams there, especially Florida State, but UCLA is standing tall at number 1.
Now, you were just in Virginia. They took on Tennessee right here on NSCAA TV. Steve Swanson's got a pretty good team.
Steve Swanson has a terrific team. They were missing Morgan Bryan last game, but they're so deep without her. They've got 3 kids on the team that are Herman Trophy watch candidates, and it's just a fantastic team. They play a very good style of soccer, similar to what Florida State will play tonight.
Another team we'll see on NSCAA TV is Tom Stone's Texas Tech team.
He has done a fantastic job down there. They also had a big win over the weekend and are looking to stay strong in the top 10.
All right, here tonight, Mark Krikorian, 10 years at Florida State. They've been to the tournament every single year, and, of course, they were runners-up just a year ago.
Florida State is the only team in the past 9 years to end the season ranked in the top 10. He's been to 6 College Cups, and I think this is going to be a terrific year for him and the Seminoles.
All right, you mentioned Mark Krikorian. Let's take a look at his impressive credentials. Now in his 10th season, 6 College Cup appearances at Florida State, the runners-up in 2007 and 2013. He won it a couple times at Franklin Pierce. He's also been a key youth coach for the U.S. national team, and who could forget the job he did at the Philadelphia Charge with the WUSA. And guess what? He is here with us now in Storrs, Connecticut. Mark Krikorian, first off, thanks for being with us.
Well, it's nice to be here.
10 great years at Florida State. What makes your job so special, Mark?
Well, you know, we have great academic support, great administrative support. Our facilities are top-notch. Have a very, very good staff, and I got kids that are committed to working hard and getting better.
Pretty good team. Great run in 2007. Another great run last year. Let's flash back to last year. Talk about that quality team.
Yeah, you know, we thought that with the kids that we had graduating the year before, we had 5 kids that graduated the year before that went on to play as pros. And we thought it might be a little bit of a stretch for us to have as long of a run as we did, but we had a very good goalkeeper with Kelsey Weiss, and Cassie Coleman was a very, very good defender and a lot of good pieces around it. So I think things fell right for us. Our group came together at the right time. We peaked at the right time, and it was a good run.
Talk about your time at Franklin Pierce, where you won 2 national championships.
Well, it was a special time for me. It was my first opportunity to be a head coach at the collegiate level, and a chance to work with an absolutely fantastic men's coach in Todd Siligy, the athletic director Bruce Kirsch, great guy to work with, and we had some very, very good players and good team, and I enjoyed my time there. It was a great foundation for me.
You mentioned the pros as well. Of course, you coached at the Philadelphia Charge for 3 years. Actually had Pia Sunhaga as your assistant coach. Nobody knew that Mark Krikorian actually is the one that brought Pia Sunhaga in. Talk about that experience.
Well, I've always been able to recruit pretty good talent, and I'd say Pia was a pretty good example of that. And, you know, it was a learning experience every day, and coaching some of the best players in the world, the captain of the German team, Doris Fitchen, and Eiling from China, and Pichon from France, and of course Kelly Smith from England, and all the U.S. players that were so good. Just a great opportunity for growth for me, and I really enjoyed that time.
She was incredible. I loved calling your games. All right, let's take a look at the top 25. Can you break it down for us? Let's do it.
Sure.
Right.
You want to start at the top?
Yeah, UCLA, Amanda Cromwell, what a job she's done.
Yeah, you know, we had an opportunity to butt heads with Amanda when she was at UCF, and she's just done a great job at UCLA, as she did at UCF, and they're talented, they're well coached, and they're poised for another great run this year.
Not easy in the ACC. You see Virginia Tech. Virginia is in there. North Carolina also in there as well.
Yeah, I think it's obviously the who's who of top-level programs again, and Chugger at Virginia Tech continues to do just a fantastic job. Swanee at Virginia, they play beautiful soccer, and it's always a very competitive group. And Anson, it's legendary. I mean, what can you say about Anson Dorrance that hasn't been said? And I think all of us have the utmost respect for all that he's accomplished and what his team has done.
Finally, with the top 10, as you see your Seminoles at number 5, Florida at number 7. That's your only loss in that 6-1-0 record. Talk about Becky Burley's team.
Yeah, Becky does a great job. Her and her staff and her kids. It's always a good soccer game, and the game was a good game this year. They were the group that came out on top, but we got great respect for them. I think that it's a very, very good program, and we always enjoy that game.
All right, let's flip the chart here now and take a look at 11 through 20 as part of the NSCAA Continental Tire Top 25. And Texas A&M, G. Guerreri, always very good.
Yeah, down in Texas, they got it going on between the work that Tom Stone's done at Texas Tech and G at A&M and a few of these other places. They have very, very good teams, and G's done a very good job for a number of years and continues to, and it looks like he's got a great program and a great season going for him.
There's some new programs breaking in 11 through 20. As you take a look, the University of Kansas is in there, Oklahoma's at 19, and DePaul is at 20. What's that say about the state of women's college soccer, Mark?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? You kind of see an awful lot of growth throughout the game. We had a chance to go and play at Oklahoma, and Matt Potter and his staff have done a great job. It's a great facility, a great place to play, and I have a sense that they're going to continue to be good and continue to improve. So, and those other guys, they're doing a great job as well.
Another ACC school, Clemson, is at number 17. All right, let's take a look at the Final 5 as part of your NSCAA Continental Tire Top 25. Nikki Izzo-Brown, West Virginia, will take on Texas Tech in just a few weeks right here on NSCAA TV. The Mountaineers always pretty good.
Yeah, Nikki is another one. I think that she's done a great job in her program, and they're very, very competitive. I had a number of their kids with me in the WUSA days, and got a lot of respect for her and her program.
Mark, you mentioned legends. Janet Rayfield actually received the first woman to receive the NSCAA Honor Award, one of the all-time great people in college coaching.
Yeah, Janet's a very, very good coach and even a better person. So, I'm glad to see her having the continued success that she has, and she's earned it. She's done a great job. I understand she was a great player, and now has done a great job with Illinois.
All right, we welcome Mark Krikorian back on camera. You mentioned last year all the way to the final, losing in overtime to UCLA. Do you have the kind of team that can make it back again, Coach?
Well, I sure hope so. I mean, we are a pretty talented team. We lost 2 very good players to graduation, but we have an awful lot back. We have some newcomers in that have added to our team as well, and as well as I do, Dean, there's a lot of factors that will lead us in that path, and part of it's keeping everyone healthy, and part of it's making sure that we take care of the season as we need, and hopefully get ourselves in the NCAA tournament, and then hopefully get a seed and have an opportunity to play at home, and then get the right draw. So I think there's a lot of elements that you kind of look at that we have to have those things go right for us.
Finally, Mark, you're here on NSCAA TV. The exposure now for women's college soccer is unbelievable on television. What's that meant for the game?
Yeah, I think it's helping. That's probably the reason that all these programs are starting to explode as they are. There's more coverage. More people have an opportunity to watch the game, to grow in the game, and obviously the work that you and the NSCAA do to continue to promote the game, it's much appreciated by all of us, and you guys just do a great job.
One of the all-time great coaches right here in the women's game, Mark Krikorian. Pleasure having you on the show, Mark. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure. Nice to be
there.
here.
Good luck the rest of the way. When we come back, we'll take a look at D2, D3, junior college, and even NAIA on the women's side as you're watching the Women's College Soccer Review Show right here on NSCAA TV.
The NCAA convention to me is probably the best place to get any sort of education of a wide variety that you can go in the world.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready to go on.
Super excited.
Pretty excited.
Oh, super excited, yes. Now I'm excited to just be a part of it and experience it all, take it all in.
You watch the match live. You road trip to the away games. You rise and fall with every run. Above all, you live your love of the game. Whatever you do, get there with Continental tires and improve your grip with extreme contact traction.
Continental Tire, for what you do.
And we welcome you back to Storrs, Connecticut, Joe Maroney Stadium, the home of tonight's game between Connecticut and Florida State Seminoles. And welcome to be joined again here by Sari Rose. Pleased to be joined again, of course, Sari, and pleasure hanging out with Mark Krikorian, big-time head coach.
Yeah, he's just an unbelievable person. You know, I love listening to him, talking about how he was able to grow having Pia as an assistant, and just wherever he's been, he's tried to use that experience to grow and learn the game. And you can see how that's been a huge part of his success and his continued success year in and year out.
Enjoyed his breakdown of the top 25. Time now to take a look at the rest of women's college soccer. As Division II women, we've got a new number one, the College of St. Rose. Of course, Grand Valley State won it a year ago, and they've dropped to number 4.
You know, Grand Valley State drops down, but I have to mention Carmelina Puapola from the Golden Knights of College of St. Rose. She notched her 50th assist of her career, which puts her 12th all-time.
All right, let's take a look now at D3 women as part of NSCAA TV's college soccer review here of the women. Washington University from Missouri, they're still number 1. Meanwhile, Messiah and Trinity, they flip-flop at 2 and 3.
SUNY Genios is 6-0. There's 29 undefeated teams right now in Division III, but Wash U, they're up top, and they have outscored their opponents 20-0 since the start of the season.
Of course, great college soccer played at the junior college level as well in the women's game. Let's take a look now at the NJCAA Division I women. Your reigning champions, Iowa Western under Brad Sylvie, 6-0.
Yeah, Darton State, Tyler JC, both moving up. Terrific teams by them. And Peninsula College had a great victory over the weekend, but then ended up tying Everett this week. So we might see them drop out next week.
All right, now let's look at NJCAA Division III women. Cerritos College, they jumped from number 12 to number 1.
Fantastic story there. Cerritos College, they've won 2 national championships the past 2 years. They had a player, Jasmine Cornejo, who actually passed away this summer, so the team dedicated the last win, which was a 7-0 victory against Los Angeles Pierce last week, to her and her family, helping to raise money for the funds due to that very horrible
that was tragic. Of course, Hudson Valley Community College 6-0 at number 4 as it's time now to take a look at NAIA women's soccer. And it's a big week of top 25 matches as number 5 Concordia of California beat number 15 Cal State San Marcos, and number 1 Concordia of Oregon beat number 2 Westmont.
And then, of course, you've got number 7 Davenport, Michigan, the only top 10 team with a perfect record this year.
Besides Davenport, only number 24 Benedictine from Kansas remains as the last-ranked team who is flawless thus far in 2014, as number 25 Trinity International fell to number 21 St. Ambrose of Iowa 2-1 on September 12th. Those just a few of the stories at every level, Division II, III, junior college, and NAIA. And Sari Rose, great to be here in Storrs, Connecticut. Obviously, Lenny Santeris, a strong history, 34 years. He's done a great job.
Oh, the history between these two coaches is phenomenal, but I think the teams that they're bringing to the field tonight are going to make for an awesome matchup. Both teams had early success this preseason, and now it's a real deal for them getting ready to go into their conference schedule. I'm
going to put you on the spot right here. Who will be the national champion when it's all over?
National champion when it's said and done? You know what? I have a soft spot in my heart for UVA. I think Morgan Bryan, she's been with the team and without this year, and I think she's going to help to put them through to the final game.
Mark Krikorian might track you down after that comment, by the way. And, of course, UCLA has got to be a favorite as well. All right, of course, this show is presented by the good folks from Continental Tire, and we've always got to thank Continental Tire for bringing the NSCAA Game of the Week right here. Continental Tire, proud to be the presenting sponsor of NSCAA TV. We've got so many people to thank as well for putting this program together, and we'll thank them right now. Of course, our production director, Kyle Lang, Taylor Hoggard, UNC New Media, Sari Rose, joining me. I want to thank Mark Krikorian and Jason Laterney as well from Florida State, and all the great people in Kansas City, led by their CEO, Joe Cummings, and, of course, Kathleen Hermesh, getting it done on the graphics. Again, for Sari Rose, I'm Dean Linke saying thanks so much for watching right here on NSCAA TV, where the message is learn, participate, belong.